I had spent the night outside the London fucking hell. It's a great start, isn't it? Paul and Paul took me to a small... Paul and... Calm down. From Madison Avenue to Central Park. Been watching Friends too much. Dream ghosts are benign entities that can only fucking cunt.
But that tick Donny Jep greeting you insouciantly. But that tick Donny Jep Jep? Donny Jep? Bloody fuck. But that tick Donny... I had it first. I heard myself saying more loudly because Helen and everyone else had stopped talking. Oh.
And until the terrible catastrophe occurred, never... That's not happened in a while.
In fact, in one episode, Diamond seemingly awards a version of himself from an alternate dimension, a Goimsmeister. Possibly in an early example of partition. Possibly in an early example of I can't do that. Fucking hell. Possibly in an early example of participation award. Possibly in an early example of participation award culture. Possibly in an early example of In fact, in one episode, Diamond seemingly awards a version of himself from an alternate dimension a golden joystick. In fact, in one episode, Diamond seemingly awards a version of himself from an alternate dimension a Games Master golden joystick. In fact, in one episode, Diamond seemingly awards a version of himself from an alternate...
And when I asked him whether perhaps... He's not a very good dog, but he's an even... The father shook his head sadly and whisked the family inside. And the father shook his head. Rothko glimpsed. Oh, fucking hell. What is causing that? Is it my litter? No. Well. It'll be removed in noise reduction. And I said in that stream that I would be editing... Not editing. I said in that stream that I would be... No. In fact, actually, it was that... No. Currently, that video is in its research phase. I just once again want to thank all of you, patron or not subscriber. No, sorry. Just repeating myself now. Nimdok, which was the name the machine had forced him to use because Anne amused himself. Start again. Benny almost went over it. Their hands locked to their own and each other's wrists. No. Anne was as thorough as... I'd be very interested to see if that got caught on microphone. My stomach just went... I think it did. I'm looking for fucking hell. Anyway. A little more... I knew. What noise that was. Ellen screamed as she was lifted and hurled face forward. But sentience nonetheless. Ellen and from Norse mythology it had sprung. This eagle, this carrion bird, this rock, this Huglimir, this wind creature, Huracan incarnate. I'm going to check the pronunciation notes. Seems I was right. From North. Great, I learned how to pronounce 2 new words, then forget how to pronounce the word Norse. Hi guys, thanks for watching this holdover video. I just wanted to tag a little message on the end of this, just to apologise for the lack of content on this channel of late, well, the lack of videos on this channel of late. The truth is, I found myself falling into the trap of relying on streaming a little too much, so my intention is now to pull back a little bit from that. I'm still going to stream over on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/MankPete, and occasionally here on this channel. Streaming was never supposed to be my focus when I started doing YouTube. Streaming was supposed to be just something I did a couple of times a week just to relax a bit and just hang out with people. And I fell into the trap of making the streams what I do with the occasional video. Once again, I do apologise. I do have a few videos which are near completion now. Hopefully, all things being well, I should have a video coming out this weekend, the start of my skippable text series, in which I read the story setups taken from the manuals of classic video games. The first episode of which will focus on the original Super Mario Bros. Games. A preview of which can be found on my Patreon. That's patreon.com/Peter Almond. And with that as well, you get access to the audio-only versions of skippable text, which are currently available in a playlist for patrons only. Upcoming videos in that series include the original Legend of Zelda games, Metal Gear, and, just in time for Halloween, Castlevania. Starting from November as well, I will be doubling my efforts to get part 2 of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy done, the narration for which is now mostly edited. After taking some feedback from part 1 on board, I'm going to make a few changes to the way that I assemble the audio for those for that series. Like I say, I do apologise about the lack of content. So I just want to take the opportunity just to say thank you for watching this. This was originally a Patreon exclusive audio available on my SoundCloud. I do have other public audios on there. It's mostly audio-only versions of my narration videos. However, I do occasionally throw out the odd little bit of audio that I can't justify giving its own video, as it's too short or entirely too pointless, which actually I'll play at the end of this video over the end card, so stay tuned for that. Once again, thank you for watching. A huge shout out to my patrons. They are Blind Girl, Cryptic, Inked and Pricked, Crunchy Karma, Little Ease, Lord Crispo, M, Martin H, Mess the Moose, Opinionated Scotsman, Trucker Matt, and Urbana Fox. I'll leave links to all my socials in the description of this video, and if you want to go and follow me on Twitter and see what bullshit. I usually just retweet things, or I'll tweet out promoting that I'm live. So if you want to give me a follow over on Twitter, it's at Peter_Almond. Stay tuned, guys. I do have a fair amount of content planned for the coming months. Just like I mentioned earlier, I did sort of somewhat wind down and rely on the streaming a little too much, for which I apologise. Have a lovely day, everyone. Peace out, peace off. Every time I say that, I think I should be following it up with something else. Peace out, peace off, and make sure you're wearing clean knickers or something. I don't know. Dial 0345 169 3142. You're gonna make me some. Hot mathematicians are waiting to take your call. This quadratic equation's so hard. I want teach you to find my square root. Yes. We'll make you multiply all over yourself. That's 0345 169 3142. Solve for XXX.